All right, here we go. This week in history, trivia style. Question number one. It's 1961, and construction began on the infamous structure dividing East and West Berlin. What was it? What was the infamous structure whose construction began in 1961 that separated East and West Berlin? I am not a photographer, but I do take pictures. And my wife is amazing and gorgeous, and I love her. And we were there. And I took one of the best pictures I ever took of her at this location. And it's in black and white, and it's hot and artistic. I love it. Robert pops in with the Berlin Wall. I'm looking over at the talk of text to see if anybody over there's got any responses. Here are your multiple choice answers. A, the Great Wall of Berlin, the Berlin Wall, the Iron Curtain, or the Brandenburg Gate. If you know anything about history, you know Hitler himself walked through the Brandenburg Gate, so that was a lot earlier than 1961. Okay? Robert pops in with the Berlin Wall. It looks like he's the only one we got playing along with us live today. So for those of you in the future, you have a second to think about your answer. But I agree with Robert that in 1961, the infamous structure built to separate East and West Berlin was the Berlin Wall. Mr. Gorbachev, tear down this wall, is correct as stated in the comments. Question number two. U.S. embassies in Kenya and Tanzania were bombed. This is 1998. What terrorist group was responsible for bombing the U.S. embassies in Kenya and Tanzania? Here are your multiple choice options. Was it Al-Qaeda? Was it the Taliban? Was it Hezbollah? Or was it Boko Haram? It's kind of a trick question. I believe this is kind of a trick question because I believe the organization that did this is affiliated with another organization that's on the list. So because there's only one playing today, or one playing right now live, I will wait for his answer. Was it Al-Qaeda? Was it the Taliban? Was it Hezbollah? Or was it Boko Haram? Who, in 1998, bombed the embassies in Kenya and Tanzania? And Robert finally pops in with the Taliban, only because he likes Toby Keith. I am going to not go along with Robert on this one. I believe it was Boko Haram that is associated with Al-Qaeda. So kind of both of them are correct, but I think Boko Haram is the most correct answer. We'll find out soon. When I find out the answers, you will find out the answers. I don't know until we get there. Question number 3. NASA launched this spacecraft that carried the golden record into space. Name it. What spacecraft has the golden record on it? Was it Voyager 1, Apollo 11, Pioneer 10, or Challenger? So the golden record. First of all, if you're going to send something into hyperspace, you're going to send something interstellar, you're going to send something way TF out there, I don't think you should put the correct specifications on the album. You shouldn't show us how tall we are and what we look like and what our spouses look like or other part of our speech. You shouldn't do that. You shouldn't, like, as a warning to future invaders, you should make us the biggest, the baddest, the ugliest monsters you can imagine. Instead, we look like number 3 on the lunch menu, which comes with falafel and beans and rice and meat assortment. Robert's going to go with Pioneer 10. I differ from Robert again. I'm going to go with Voyager 1. I believe, and it was a very popular scientist having sex with his associate, and they came up with this idea of the golden record. And it's the likenesses on this mission, the golden record, are of them naked. Of course, he embellished there. Of course, he did. 1896. Gold was discovered in this Canadian region, sparking a famous gold rush. Where was it? 1896, big old gold rush happened in Canada. Where was it? Was it in the Yukon? Or Alberta? Or Saskatchewan? Or BC? British Columbia. Where was the big gold rush of 1896? I have an answer, but I am waiting before I give my answer for your answer, Rabbit. I just see Pioneer 10, so he hasn't quite answered yet. Again, there's 4 locations: Yukon, Alberta, Saskatchewan, or British Columbia. Where was the famous 1896 gold rush? He finally pops in with Yukon, to which I concur. I also believe it was Yukon. And in 1945, question number 5, Japan announced its surrender in World War II. What is this day known as? It is not the Emancipation Proclamation. Let's go ahead and get that clear. Was it Armistice Day, D-Day, VJ Day? I see you, Mr. Roca, coming back again. You were here earlier, you left and came back. Or Liberation Day? Which one was it? Again, this is 1945. Japan surrenders. And what is that day colloquially known as? Is it Armistice Day, D-Day, VJ Day, or Liberation Day? I like, personally, I just like the sound of VJ Day. For those of you who are only listening and not watching, I am raising my eyebrows in a way that lets you know VJ means something completely different. Robert pops in with VJ Day, Victory over Japan Day, and I concur. Question number 6. 1992. Yeah, I know. The Dream Team won Olympic gold in basketball. Where were the Summer Olympics held in 1992? Hey, Mr. Taney finally popped in. I hope the rest of the family's with you. And yes, I was talking smack about you not being here earlier. You will have to get all of your information by watching this later. 1992, the Dream Team won Olympic gold in basketball. Where were the games held? Were the 1992 Olympics held in Barcelona, Atlanta, Los Angeles, or Sydney? Mr. Taney pops in quickly with Atlanta, or as they say there, Hotlanta. I do not believe that is correct. I believe the Atlanta Olympics were in 1996. Now, at this point, he's going to realize I'm right and try to change his answer, to which he does not get credit. But since he's keeping his own score, maybe he'll give himself credit. Robert pops in with Barcelona, and I agree with Robert that it was Barcelona. Been there, an amazing city, one of my favorite cities in Europe. I love Barcelona. Finally, question number 7. It's 1969, and this legendary music festival ended on August 17th. What was it called? What legendary music festival ended in 1969 on August 17th? August, September, October, November, December, January, February. That only gets you to 7 months. I clearly wasn't born at the end of Woodstock. Taney pops in with Woodstock. I accidentally gave away the answer when I was making my joke. Was it? I was conceived in June of '69. Way to go, Ma. Monterey Pop are your options. Monterey Pop. Looks like everybody's saying Woodstock, and I gave away the answer. It's Woodstock. We all know it's Woodstock, man. I am telling ChatGPT to give me the answers. Except I spelled it in a bad Korean accent. Answers, please. Here are this week's answers. Taney family, since you joined in late, maybe you want to put on your headphones so you don't hear the answers to the other questions. It's looking good. It's looking good. I'm going to tell you this. Question number 1, Berlin Wall. Question number 2, Fudgesicles. They gave credit to Al-Qaeda, but again, I'm pretty sure Boko Haram worked for Al-Qaeda. It's like they had an affiliate. Like, I'm pretty sure it was. Oh, come on, man. Come on, man. This is bullshit. That's what this is. Come on. So they say Al-Qaeda. Question number 3, was Voyager 1? Got that. Question number 4, was the Yukon? Question number 5, was VJ Day? Question number 6, was Barcelona? And question number 7, Woodstock. I believe I got them all correct, and I believe that ChatGPT can be wrong. So let's ask ChatGPT for, let's go to the judges on this. Is Boko Haram an Al-Qaeda affiliate? If ChatGPT says yes, okay, then I get the question right. Nope, Boko Haram is not an Al-Qaeda affiliate. Curses. Oh, Boko Haram has an ISIS connection. Would you like to add a wrong answer or explainer blurb for each question? That way, if your listeners guess wrong, you have a fun fact to get ready with. No, I don't. Don't be a smartass. All right, so I got 6 for 7 this week, but I still did better than Rabbit. They are part of the capitulate. Jess is not comfortable to fill in. She would be comfortable. She would be amazing. I would make her comfortable. But that's okay. Never make anybody do anything they don't want to do. If I have to do it by myself, I will do it by myself. So, yeah, that's it, ladies and gentlemen. That's this week. That's the supplemental. We do it every Sunday morning at 10:30. We have a good time with it. Many of you watch it live. Some of you watch it at your own leisure. I remind you today, as I remind you every day, just be the best person that you could be. And if you were a great person today, be an even better person tomorrow. And as Chick Brew would remind you, don't forget, you are loved. Until next time, Lunsby.